Hi, I'm Dr. Felice Gersh, your integrative OBGYN physician, speaking to you from Irvine, California. And I want to tell everyone happy holidays. This is the time of year when we should be festive and be with family and friends and partying, and that is not happening. But this is still a time for having joy. But as we know, sometimes stress really comes around this time of year, even when you're not in a COVID-19 pandemic. And now that we are, stress can be even higher. So what we're going to talk about today is what can you do to help alleviate the holiday stress feelings. But first, for those of you who are new to my show, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Dr. Felice Gersh. I'm an integrative OBGYN. That means I look for the safest, evidence-based, efficacious therapies for my patients to help them to restore and optimize their health at every age and every stage of life. So I incorporate a large therapeutic toolbox, many modalities incorporating the conventional world of pharmaceuticals and procedures, but also harnessing lifestyle medicine, herbals that have been studied, mind-body medicine, massage, body work, all sorts of things, essential oils. And that is going to be part of what I suggest when it comes to dealing with stress. So if you are feeling stressed out, like, oh my gosh, you haven't gotten any presents yet for anyone, and you're not going to see them, so you have to figure out whether you're going to order them online or you're going to go buy them and then wrap them and ship them, and then how you're going to get them there. Is the post office going to actually deliver in time? And, so many other things. You may be worried about loved ones because we are in a pandemic. There are so many reasons to have stress. Maybe you have family members that are all packed into your house because the kids are not where they normally would be, on vacation or in school and so forth. So I'm sure you can enumerate many reasons why stress is high at this time of year. So we need tools to deal with it. And those tools do not include benzodiazepams, tranquilizers. That is not the solution to stress. Of course, tranquilizers are a cause of overdose and death. They're also a cause of addiction, and they can increase your risk of dementia. So let's put that aside. If you feel holiday stress, please do not go running to look for some Xanax. That is not my solution. But there are practical solutions. So let's talk about a few. The first thing I want to teach you is breath work. I learned this when I did my fellowship in integrative medicine at the University of Arizona School of Medicine. So let me show you. It is so simple. And if you try it with me, you will find your body is just naturally relaxing. So use your nose, breathe in really deeply to a count of 4. Now hold it for a count of 7. Then breathe out through your lips, pursing them and making a whooshing sound, like for a count of 8. Okay, let's do it together. In 4, hold 7, and out 8. You feel your body just relaxing? Every time you feel stressed, do it 5 times. And even if you don't feel stressed, just do it, because what you're doing is you're upregulating the parasympathetic part of the autonomic nervous system and downregulating the sympathetic portion. Now, part of the stress response is to activate the sympathetic part of the autonomic nervous system. That's what makes your heart beat faster. Your blood vessels constrict to raise your blood pressure. It increases clotting tendencies. It will make you feel clammy and sweaty. It could make you feel nauseated, make you want to pee or poop. That is part of the stress reaction. That's sympathetic. What about parasympathetic, that you're upregulating with the breath work? Well, that is what makes your blood pressure get lower, your pulse slow. It makes you feel calmer. Think of a baby breathing, that belly breathing. That is what activating the parasympathetic nervous system will do for you. So every day from now on, you do the 4-7-8 breath work. Now, what if you're stressed because you're overtired and you have chores to do and you just don't have the energy and you think, I am so wiped out? Then you want to do activating breathing. So let me show you that. You use your nose for this and you take rapid little breaths in and you go like this. Okay, wow, you can just feel that oxygen just rushing into your head. You feel alert. And that will help you to be less stressed because you won't feel so tired. You just try that again. Let's do it. I know it looks funny, it sounds funny, but it's like a rush of oxygen into your brain and you will feel highly alert. Okay, if by chance, I hope this isn't happening, but you go out for a drive at night, it could even be in the day, and you're feeling really sleepy, and you think, oh my gosh, I feel really tired. Start doing that kind of rapid nose breathing. It will help you to be more alert. And then remember, don't go driving when you're sleepy. Okay, now what about some other things? I love essential oils. I have a whole collection, and here are a few that help to relieve stress. Now, if you only want to know about one essential oil, it's lavender. It's known as the universal essential oil. Lavender does like everything. If you're not sure, just get lavender. Now, when it comes to purchasing essential oils, make sure you go for organic. Essential oils are oils. They're fats. That's where toxicants accumulate. So you don't want to get a high dose of some kind of environmental toxicant. We don't want that. So definitely get organic. Now, lavender is very calming. You can do a hot, relaxing bath. This is one of my favorites. You put 15 drops of lavender essential oil in a bath of nice, comfortably hot water. Now, for an extra relaxation, put in a cup of Epsom salts. That's magnesium sulfate. Magnesium is calming. Most of us are deficient in magnesium. I take magnesium glycinate every day. So magnesium is essential for making the neurotransmitters that make you feel good, like serotonin and dopamine. So take a bath. It will absorb through your skin. And I love baths. It happens to be my personal tranquilizer. Not everyone agrees. That's for them. But give it a try if you're open to it. Now, you can also apply lavender, what's called neat. There's only a couple of essential oils that don't have to be diluted in any fashion to be applied to the skin. Lavender is one of them. We call it neat, N-E-E-T, when you apply it straight to the skin, okay? And so you can take just a little bit of lavender essential oil and put a drop or two on the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. Ever think of that? And just rub it in. It will slowly absorb all through the day to keep you calm all day long. At night, you can do the same. It will help you to stay calmly asleep all night long. Now, here are some of my other very favorite essential oils for stress. Bergamot. So bergamot is a citrus fruit from the Mediterranean area, and it is often, you see it in Earl Grey tea. Bergamot is often put in Earl Grey tea. Well, bergamot can be used as an essential oil. As a side note, bergamot is a great natural remedy for high cholesterol. Another topic for another day, but I just want to rave about bergamot. But as an essential oil, bergamot is great for mood. And this is my favorite tip for bergamot. Put a few drops on a handkerchief, an old-fashioned cloth handkerchief. Put it in a Ziploc baggie. And whenever you're feeling stressed, open that Ziploc baggie and take some deep breaths, sniffing, deep, just breathe in. That's what aromatherapy is about. Breathe in that bergamot essential oil scent. It will go right into the limbic system of your brain and make you feel calmer and happier. Some of the other essential oils that I love are neroli and yasmin, frankincense. Well, what could be more holiday associated than frankincense and myrrh? Did you ever wonder what the heck are frankincense and myrrh? They are essential oils, and they're wonderful for the holiday times. They just exude, the spirit of Christmas. And frankincense will be very calming. I love frankincense. I don't have as much experience with myrrh, but frankincense is one of my total favorites. So those are just a few. There are many, many more, but I don't want to overwhelm you with different essential oils. I'll do a whole separate program, another Instagram Live, just on essential oils, and we'll get into it much more deeply. Now, I mentioned bergamot can be put in Earl Grey tea. So teas are another one of my personal favorite ways of lowering stress. I think the British tea time was brilliant. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, people just need a break. And what is better than sitting with a lovely cup of tea? Maybe forget the scones. But how about that tea? Now, what are some of my favorite calming teas? Well, Tulsi, also known as holy basil, is flavorful and wonderfully calming. By the way, so many things can be multitasking. Holy basil is also an essential oil, but I tend to use it primarily for its wonderful teas, the teas with holy basil, also known as Tulsi. Please get organic for all your teas, okay? Because if you don't get organic, it may be heavily sprayed with herbicides, and I do not want you to consume herbicides, okay? So what are some of my other favorite teas that are calming? Kava kava. It is incredibly tasty. Kava kava is for anxiety and stress. Years and years ago, it was taken off the market because they thought it did some kind of liver damage. It turned out it was not. It was something that they put with the kava kava. Unfortunately, guilt by association. Kava kava's reputation has been completely cleared. Kava kava is fantastic for stress. I drink it, a few times every week. It's fantastic. I happen to love the taste of it. Some other lovely teas for stress are hibiscus. Very, very delicious. When I was in India, I got to stay with a wonderful OBGYN doctor who became my friend, and she had an organic garden and she grew fresh hibiscus. That was the first time I had freshly made hibiscus tea. Well, I don't have a hibiscus plant, but you can buy hibiscus tea in the tea bags or just the tea leaves, and it's fantastic. That old standby chamomile tea. Can never go wrong with chamomile. Very calming. Lovely, lovely chamomile tea. And how about lemon balm and passion flower? They are wonderful teas. Now, if you don't want an herbal tea, just go ahead and have some Earl Grey tea with the bergamot. That would be fabulous. So whatever kind of tea you love, I happen to also love ginger tea. That is one of my favorites, and it's great as an anti-inflammatory too. When you're stressed out, believe me, you alter your gut microbiome and you will become more inflammatory. So we definitely want you to enjoy teas that have multiple ways of reducing stress and the health effects of stress, which are so harmful. Now, what about some other things? Well, you probably have heard of meditation. Well, meditation is great, and for some kinds of meditation, like transcendental meditation, it takes a lot of training and effort on your part to really learn how to do it. So I'm not going to get into that now, but there are some things that you can do that don't take any training. How about prayer meditation? The way that you do prayer meditation is you find an object, any object, that you imbue with meaning. So it could be like a piece of jewelry that your mom owned, or something that your dad had, something that is meaningful. It could be something religious. It doesn't have to be prayer. It's not about religion here. It's about wishing good things for yourself, the people you love, and for everyone. So you take this item that has meaning to you and you hold it and you look at it and you just think about what it means to you. And then you just fill your heart with beautiful thoughts for other people and for yourself. Another beautiful way to meditate is guided meditation, also known as guided imagery. Now, what this is a lovely piece of music with a lovely voice that takes you on a mind journey. It'll have you imagine yourself in beautiful places and beautiful thoughts, and you don't have to have any training. All you need to do is listen and relax. By the way, if you start doing a guided imagery and you very rapidly fall asleep, that's okay, but what that means is you are sleep deprived. So please go to bed earlier. By the way, they have guided imageries to help you to fall asleep if you have insomnia. So you can get those and listen to them, and they will help you fall asleep. Now, what's my favorite shop for getting guided imageries? I have no financial relationship with this company. I learned about it also during my fellowship in integrative medicine, and it's called Health Journeys. So you can go to healthjourneys.com, and they have a whole variety of different types of guided imageries and also other products for stress and emotions. Get a couple. They make also great gifts because everyone you know can benefit from guided imagery. Now, there are some other wonderful techniques to help with dealing with stress. One of my other favorites is called tapping, now also known as the emotional freedom technique. Now, you can go through whole courses and really, study this, or you can just do what I'm just going to tell you right now that you can do. No real training. You just use your fingertips like that, and you start tapping. Now, you're not going to hurt yourself because you're in charge. Just try this and do it to the beat. You'll find it really is relaxing. Now, you can start doing it down your arm. You can go slowly or more rapidly. Find your own beat. And if you want to make it special, get some of like African dance music. Great beat. And then you can get to the beat, go with the beat, and shake your head, okay? And just like get into it. You'll feel your whole body tingling, just go with the flow, You'll be in sort of a trance-like great state. Another is called progressive relaxation. So you like tighten up your hand, really tighten it, and then relax it. Then tighten up your hand and your whole arm, and then relax it. And what you're going to do is you're going to work your way through all of your body parts, and then you're going to do ultimately your whole body. So then you're going to tighten up your arms, your forearms, your shoulders, and hold it and tight, 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 and then relax it. That's progressive relaxation. Ultimately, you do your whole body and then relax it. This is fantastic if you have trouble falling asleep. You're lying in bed, you're thinking, why am I not sleeping? Okay, then you just start doing progressive relaxation, starting with your fingers, working your way down, and then work the way up, the other way up, and then you'll just do your whole body, and then just relax. It just will help you to fall asleep and let go. So don't forget all of those techniques. They're fantastic. Now, dancing is great. You can just put on some great dance music, whatever you like, something with a big beat, and just start dancing. You don't have to have a partner, but if you have a partner, even better yet. But don't even think about how you look. Just think about when you were a teenager and you could just dance the whole night away, just free form. Or if you got a dance partner, just go for it. If you know how to dance, like ballroom dancing, like do a real dance, do the waltz, do the, if you could do line dancing, do that, do the tango. Just do something that feels good and let that music just go through your body. It's so wonderful. Now, you can also do some fun things like, how about you pop some hot air popcorn and get a string, put it on a large needle, and just start stringing it. You know how worry beads are really helpful? Actually, I really like worry beads. That's why I like necklaces. It's like, okay, I'm stressed. I'm going to go, that's my worry beads. But, you can have really official ones, or you can use like your necklace when nobody's really looking. Okay. Oh, now I feel so much calmer. Let it go. So, but you can get popcorn and you can string it. That's really fun for the whole family to do. Maybe other members of your family are stressed out. Share all these tips together. You could do a dance party at home for everyone in the family. Just let's put on some music and just dance for a while. It's so fun. And I'm going to share one more thing I learned in my fellowship. I just was astounded how fun this was. It's called laughter yoga. So laughter yoga is where doesn't seem like yoga, but that's the name of it. You best do it with like people in your family, but if you're just by yourself, you can do it with a mirror. Okay, then it's just you and your reflection. So what you do is you create a little pantomime, totally crazy. It could be like you're pretending to shoot arrows like Cupid, or you could be hopscotch. You could be like on a bicycle and you're just pretending. Just pretend anything, just any scenario that you like. Just come up with it. You could be like animals in the zoo. The crazier, the better. And then you just do it together. And the whole time, this is where the laughter part comes from, you laugh hysterically at the top of your lungs. It's not real laughter. It's like canned laughter, like for, a sitcom on television when they would use canned laughter. You're the one that's being paid to produce that canned laughter. You laugh at the top of your lungs. Don't worry that it's completely phony baloney. It's an artificial laugh. And smile the whole time. Laughing and smiling will reprogram your hormones, your neurotransmitters, your autonomic nervous system. So you're doing this goofy thing, like maybe you're pretending to be, like frogs, whatever. You just say, I am this animal, you're that animal, and you're just jumping around, being totally goofy and laughing at the top of your lungs. And you do that for about 15 minutes. Unbelievable stress reduction. Fantastic. Now, say on top of all that, you say, I want to take something. And I remember, I'm not talking about tranquilizers. Well, you can take very safely some CBD, some hemp. Now, I didn't say marijuana. No, I'm not into, using marijuana, please. But especially if you're not trying to make a baby, don't use any hemp CBD if you're trying to make a baby. But assuming that's not the case, you can take some, it's over the counter, some high quality hemp sourced CBD and friends. So it's really, want to get the whole plant in there, what we call CBD and friends, or the entourage effect. So that is really a wonderful type of herbal plant-based calming agent. Some other herbals, once again, or you can use chamomile. Chamomile is another great one. And another one I love is Bacopa. Bacopa is an Ayurvedic or Indian herb that is very calming. And one of my favorites is Ashwagandha. So Ashwagandha, another wonderful calming herb. Just to throw out a couple of others, Chinese skullcap is very calming. And some of the things I mentioned for teas like lemon balm and passion flower are also great as herbal complements for calming effects. So no excuses to be stressed out. I gave you a bunch of tips. So this is a holiday season like no other. Let's try to be happy, safe, and at least relatively stress-free. So more to come. I'll be back with more Instagram live shows. I look forward to joining you. Have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy. Stay safe. Bye.